Yeah, you're right. Welcome back to M Hood Discovered. So, last week and the first week, the last week of the month, the first week of the month, is typically when I'm getting meat, when I'm treating myself to something with meat in it. You know, either I'm buying something and it's going up in the freezer, or I'm eating it right away. So sometimes I treat myself to hot dogs. I had a question the other day that I saw on here. Someone asked these exact words. Why do you eat hot dogs when you catch so many fish? Well, thanks for the compliment that I catch so many fish. Well, how to answer that? First, let me explain. Most of the year, I'm eating these hot dogs. Hebrew National, 100% kosher beef. These are, I'm just a loss of words of just how good they are. These are awesome. These are the best that you can get, especially at that store. They're the only kosher hot dogs you can get there. But you get 6 hot dogs in here. You see this? 6. In the pack of buns, you get 8 buns. So you get 2 buns left by themselves. And then you're thinking, maybe I should have, well, if I got another pack of those, then I'd have to get more buns. But so you're always going to be 2 buns left out. That's fine, right? We're going to be 2 buns left out. So these are expensive. They're like typically more than $6. So it's more than $1 a dog here. Why are they so expensive? They're kosher. That's why. They're not going to have the same BS that a lot of your really cheap hot dogs that may be closer to 99 cents for a whole pack, that, you know, we're talking scraped off the floor mixed meat hot dogs, super cheap. So most of the time for me it's these, and not often, once a month, and sometimes not even once a month. Things are really good. I'm in a really good mood if I'm getting these more than once a month. Typically I just treat myself to them. Yeah, but however, there is a time of year where I'm going to get possibly cheaper hot dogs, but I'm probably not going to get anything below ballpark. Depends on how much they are on sale, and that's around the 4th of July season, right? Before and a little after, they go on sale. Hot dogs go on sale. These typically don't always get included in those sales, though. So it's either Nathan's or Ballpark, whichever one is the best deal. Why? Okay, so the Nathan's are all beef, and if those were like 2 for $4, then it would be economical when, you know, you want to treat the dogs and maybe some friends, because it's cookout season around 4th of July. That's when most Americans are craving hot dogs. There's a lot of Americans that you just turn the heat on and they want hot dogs. There's some Americans that eat them whenever, whatever. Eat them all kinds of ways. And I've done that because I grew up in America. I've eaten hot dogs and ramen and hot dogs with eggs, hot dogs with this, hot dogs with that. I've eaten them cold, I've eaten them black, you know, burnt on a stick over the fire. Yeah, so why do I eat hot dogs when I catch so many fish? Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but I release a lot of fish. I catch a lot of fish. I don't always want to eat them. I don't always want to come home and cut them. A lot of times, I'd rather just let them go for the ethics of it, you know, because like I look at the fish and I'm like, I would rather this fish get bigger than get in my belly. And a lot of times it's just easier because I'm out fishing a lot. But I'm not fishing on this channel. But yet people keep asking fishing questions on this channel. And what's another reason why I eat hot dogs when I catch so many fish? I'm an American. I like hot dogs. Get over it. Hot dogs are good, especially these hot dogs. Okay, there's your hot dog rant. So what am I doing? You know what I'm doing with these hot dogs? I'm doing something special. This time, I just treated myself to stuff at the grocery store. I did not go out and eat or anything super posh or anything like that. I just picked up some items. I had some ideas. I saw that comment and it made me want to get these kosher dogs and a can of pozole and some chorizo and some other things. I'm making something that I made up in my head. I'm making pozole hot dogs. You already know that though, because it's in the title. Let's move on. Let's go. Let's get it done. I'm starving. First thing I want to do, honestly, I was kind of on the fence about what I'm going to do next. At first I thought, let's cut an onion, a white onion. Let's cut a yellow onion. No, let's cut a purple onion. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I already have purple onion left over from the other day. So let's use it while it's good still. Beef chorizo. So I'm making a quick version of a traditional chili with pozole. A lot of times it's just referred to as pozole. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, hominy is just what they call pozole. You also call the chili pozole. So as you see, that's how I cut into the tube. And I'm just going to gently squeeze it out, that big long cut there. This isn't going to cook like one big piece of meat though. It's going to turn into what's going to look like a sauce. At this point, I'm going to turn my heat down, off back from medium to about a 2 on this electric range. Now we just want this to cook with the vegetables, the pepper and the onion. Could go crazy and add more things like garlic. Many things we could add. More spices, but this is enough. This will suffice. The chorizo, and then I keep talking about it, but I haven't shown it to you. Let me do this. Whoa, it's been a hot day. I'm sweating in here. It's like well after sunset. It's like 10 something right now. This is what you call pozole. Hominy. You call this hominy. You call this pozole. It says pozole pretty much right there. You see that? So this is the golden one. You can get the white one. For this, I want the golden one. But we're not going to deal with that for another 15, 20 minutes maybe. Let all that stuff get to know each other. I'm going to go back to the, where it's cold. Sort of cold. Kind of. Yeah, it's okay. It's been about 15 minutes. It didn't need too long. So now, can opener time. Can opener time. Yeah. I have such bad luck with can openers these days. They break on me all the time. It's like the only one that's never broke is the P38. I'm not going to like, just let me through this. There we go. Now it's slipping again. I hate this can opener. I can make it work. It's okay. Eventually, I got there. I want to save the liquid, but I don't want to put the liquid in the pozole. Normally, maybe I would, because usually I'm making pozole like over rice, and it's more like a stew. We want it a little thicker tonight to garnish hot dogs. We don't want to pour, I mean, sometimes it doesn't sound that bad, pouring a bunch of soup over hot dogs, getting the dough all, like maybe if you toasted the bread. But not going nuts like that. As you can see, very, very greasy. See it all pulled up to one side? So, yeah, we don't need more liquid. But we need more time. We need quite a bit of time. So what I want to accomplish now, and I'm probably going to try to accomplish it on a lower heat, is just let this cook down to where there's very little liquid. Like, it can happen. It's going to take a little bit. But as you can see, it's getting thick. Just adding the pozole. This is treated corn. They cure it in lye. You know, they soak it in lye, and it puffs up, and it makes corn more of a substantial meal item than it is in its original form. This is not a type of corn grown that comes off the cob looking that big and puffy. Some people are disgusted by the process of making hominy, making white corn. Other people love it. This is a country food, hominy. And some places, like if it's a Hispanic culture, pozole is also a country food. But I grew up eating hominy. It was always on the table. It's a small town in Texas, small Texas town food. It's a farm food. It's pretty common. It has been a common thing for dinner for a long time, for a couple hundred years or more. It has been 15 minutes and this is looking awesome. Empty pot. Yeah, you're right. So I'm just making 2 for myself, but I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 in the pot. Just want to cover them a little bit with water, just maybe a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch over the top of them. That's enough water. Some people are like, oh, put it on high so it boils faster. Let me explain why I'm not going to do that. So it's on medium. Right out of the pack, hot dogs are already cooked, so there's no need to boil them for long. You just need to heat them up. And the way you do that is you put them in water. Now there's other ways to heat them up. I know, I'm not saying, you know, only do this. But if you're gonna heat them up in water like this, put them in, put the water in, just cover them a little bit with water, put it on medium, and then once it comes to a boil, take it off. They're done. You don't want to boil them any more than that, because it'll bloat them and they'll blow up and they'll look deformed, and no one wants that. Other ways, you know the other ways. You could fry them, you could roast them, you could bake them, millions of ways. Most popular is over the fire. I like that myself. Some people, when they overcook them over the fire to get the blackening on them, it's not because they think they need to overcook it. It's because it's a tradition, right? We like it a little burnt. That's a fire dog. That's a cookout dog, and on the stick over the fire to get a couple little black toasty spots. Awesome, right? So we have Pepperidge Farm butter, side sliced, soft white. See that? Check that out. That is starting to happen. Just barely boiling. So, on a technicality, water is boiling. Remember, I'm just heating these up. You just want to heat the hot dogs up when you're doing this method. Look at that. Gonna use this for the first time tonight. Got this little medium-sized ladle from my friend Ray when he was going through stuff he doesn't use anymore. All right, there's one done. Oh, this thing I thought was for hot pots. Maybe it is, but stuff is slipping off it. Let's put just a looks cool in this shot, but the reality is it's it's not that great. Look at this. I happen to love this. Maybe some of you are familiar with it and love it as well. Maybe some of you are curious and very interested. Maybe some of you are disgusted. Anyway, sweet and sour red cabbage. It's like a relish, right? It's actually really, really delicious. It was on sale. And we are dressing. Wow. Impressive. Wow. Very good. The hot dogs, I knew. No surprise there. These kosher hot dogs are spectacular. They're like the best. I gotta say. Sometimes you can maybe find something better at a shop where they make them, but just walking into the grocery store, well, I'm so hot. Just walking into the grocery store, that's what you got. Those are the best in there. Absolutely love them. The pozole and the sweet and sour red cabbage go together awesome. You might be wondering, oh, you need mustard. Oh, let me tell you, that pozole is spicy enough. That takes the place of the mustard. Sometimes you do things without mustard, but these are really good with mustard. These are really good with spicy mustard and sauerkraut. So sweet and sour red cabbage. Think of sauerkraut without the sauerkraut. It's sweeter. It's much sweeter, right? Just a little hint of sour. It's mostly sweet. So beautiful, awesome. And I gotta say, it is super hot. I woke up very early today. I've only had a few hours of sleep. It was too hot to sleep, so I did stuff. At some point, as you may know from yesterday's video, I really didn't. There wasn't much I needed at the store, but I went into the store and just kind of walked around and vlogged today to escape the heat. Well, that was yesterday's video. My goodness. Yeah, I think I'm ready to go somewhere where it's not so hot. It's going to be like this, guys, for days, but we will get some relief in a few days because of rain, like pretty soon. But the rest of the South is going to be boiling. Woo-wee. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to go in the bedroom where it's not boiling. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. And yeah, you're right. I will see you next time.